Hello everyone, this is Mr. GG, and this is part 4 to What If Deku Was a Dark Being. Now, thank you to Made of Blood, Sweat and Tears for the nicknames, for 3 nicknames. I literally had to come up for Aries one, but that's alright. Thank you for the 3. If you're wondering who's going to be who, Z, Firebolt, Angel, Starlight, makes sense, and Kobe Predator. Eri will be Clock, considering her quirk is Rewind, and thank you to Tony for that info as well. I won't be saying the full thing because I have a feeling I'm going to butcher it. Now, where I last left off, Izuku got a knock at the door, and this person is Toshinori. If you don't know who Toshinori is, that is All Might's real name. Can't remember his first one though, so yeah. Anyway, get any notifications, please. Do your best to ignore them. It's just my friends ranting on about a game. So yeah. Anyway, one of the orphans opened up the door and basically yells out for Izuku. Izuku comes downstairs and sees Toshinori. Says, I'm gonna say Izuku's wearing this kind of outfit right now. No, he's gonna be. I'm gonna say they've got a basement. So, downstairs they've got a basement, and the basement's got multiple levels. They've got a training room for them to train their quirks and physical bodies. They've got a meeting area. They've got a research lab for quirks and people's backgrounds, and they've also got a place where they receive jobs and everything. So this guy, one of the orphans, open up and say, the boss was expecting you, follow me. As he comes down, he sees this guy, sees Izuku like this, says, All Might, I wonder when you were gonna get here. As you see Z, Kobe, basically sparring, Angel and Eri doing some quirk training. Eri's quirk training is basically trying not to lose control. And she's able to hide the horn. But yeah, anyway, so Angel's just helping Eri control, doing some control therapy in that. And you just see Izuku sitting there, watching over them. They're all gonna have their mask on because they were expecting All Might. And as All Might comes down and says, oh, so who are they? And who was that kid? And as Izuku says, well, obviously he's an orphan. Same as us. We're all orphans here. As All Might's surprised by this, saying, then why are you running with villains? They hired me for a job. A job to kill you. Job was done. And I got my pay reward. As All Might says, so all of this was just a job to you? I said, yep. I wasn't told to kill anyone else. So me and Z just hurt some of your students. We didn't kill them. Be glad for that. As All Might says, you wouldn't be able to kill them. As Izuku says, oh, we would. We've killed many people in our time. And we've also done some good. Not just bad. As All Might says, I don't believe you. As Izuku says, See a lot of those orphans up there? A lot of them didn't have their families here. They came to me for jobs. I don't care. I didn't get paid. I didn't care. Their family. And so, basically, all I did was go out, kill the people they were with. All of them were abusers. So I killed them all. Bring the kids here. And, well, they do go to therapy because trauma, but yeah. Izumi says, what about your parents? As Suzuki says, I don't have parents. I don't know even what I am. I don't even think I'm human, actually. I'm pretty sure I'm not human, actually. I was born from a dark world, dark realm, technically. A realm of complete and perpetual darkness. Just a void. And I'm that void, technically. I was born from it, and now this is me. As All Might says, just keeps asking questions, and Izuku giving you the answers. And Izuku, All Might asks, what's your real name? As Izuku says, you wearing a wire? As All Might says, no. And I'm gonna say, Predator comes around and checks All Might and says, yeah, he's not wearing anything, and he doesn't have anything on him as well. Thanks, Predator. Alright, Shadow. As All Might hears the name Shadow. Hold on. You know that name? I know that name. My master talked of you. Because I'm gonna say, even though they were born, I'm gonna say like a year later. I'm gonna say Nana Shimura didn't die, but heavily injured. So she was bedridden, and Izuku's job was to come and kill her, but I'm gonna say he didn't do it. But she did die in the next attack. The All Might versus All for One attack in Japan, I think it was, when those two fight and he got the injury. So she died in that. So yeah, anyway. The question's still going, and Izuku tells All Might his real name. Real name is Izuku. I don't have a last name. Technically, I'm not even supposed to exist, and yet I do. As All Might asks another question. Can I see what you really look like without the clothing? As Izuku says, why should I show you my real face? I don't get anything out of it, and if I do, you're probably going to call the cops on me. And to tell you the truth, that'd be a very bad idea, because they'd all just die. I can easily kill them, as I can easily kill you, but I didn't. I made it look like I did. So, yeah. All Might gives a bit of an explanation saying why he can, and he can get Izuku into UA. As Izuku says, I'm not going to UA yet, All Might. Still one loose end to deal with. Only his name is All for One. As All Might says, hey, do you plan on, yep, killing him? I don't see the point in having him alive. He's weaker than me, and not to, as he can still quirks and everything, but I'm being that he can't take quirks on. As he says this, he gets a call on his phone saying, this being them coming up to plan for the Black Forest. As he puts it down on speakerphone, having All Might listen in. But he told All Might not to speak. As Shiraki's talking and says, Zuki says, whatever, brat. As far as I know, you're still a little kid in a grown man's body. How fucking pitiful. Whatever. As he hangs up. Remember, All Might, you're supposed to be dead, so don't give this info out. And don't blow my fucking cover. I'm gonna cut to the sports festival. Now, sports festival, and number one hero is Endeavor. Even though he knows All Might's alive. I'm gonna say the top 10, no. The top 5 heroes know that, no, screw it, the top 10 know that All Might's still alive. And I'm gonna say this info I got to the trader as well. But he doesn't, All for One doesn't believe the trader, so he kills the trader. Not the trader, so yeah. Anyway, as that happens, basically, oh, sorry, I got an itchy ear. I'm gonna blitz through this. Bakugo wins because he's got one for all for one for all. There we go. I got the motherfucking name right in the end, even though I fucked it up at the beginning. So, yeah. That happens as this cuts to the Stain arc. Ida being stupid goes after Stain. I'm gonna say Zuku's there finishing up a job with I'm gonna say Angel, because he took Angel with him this time, and the others do finishing a job with Angel. All the others do jobs as well. So it's Kobe, Z, and Eri right now going out doing some other jobs. Eri's doing some research and reconnaissance job. Then you've got Kobe doing an assassination job based in the zoo, and Z's doing an assassin job as well. So As Zuku's walking back alleys because he just finished the Hosu job he had to do. It was just a simple assassination job. And then he sees Engine Boy out of the corner of his eye and sees Stain. As he turns to see little bitch, oh look, it's little bitch boy Engine Boy. It's a little bitch UA student. As Angel looks and says, oh, wasn't that one of the engines you talked about? And she says, yeah, I think his name was Ida Tenya, I think. I don't know, still doing research. She says, he matches the description. He says, yeah, true. Ain't that Stain? And she turns and says, oh, yeah, you're right. As Stain's about to kill Ida, Izuku gets in the way, says, I didn't know Stain killed kids. I mean, I knew you were, I don't know, a psychopath, but killing a kids? Really? As he turns around and sees this, as Stain says, Shadow. I'm gonna say Stain knows him because Overhaul's still got the bounty on his head, and everyone knows not to fuck with Shadow and his crew. And he sees Starlight next to him. He says, why you here? As Zuko says, finishing up a job, but it looks like I got another one to deal with. As he stares him down. As he stares Stain down, Stain says, but Stain being Stain, he lets off some bloodlust, and as he goes that, he says, Izuku says, cute. As Izuku lets off his own, making Stain puke, because the pure rage, anger, and bloodlust coming from Izuku, it's not enough to make him faint, but it's enough for him to basically make someone, because he can make people faint from it, but he made it enough to make someone nauseous. And yeah. And then obviously Stain goes to attack Izuku, and then he gets shot by a laser of light coming from Angel. As this basically, it does burn him. Like, leaves some burn marks, and this basically knocks him into a wall. Izuku coming in to finish the job, but gets stopped by some... Well, he's about to finish Stain off, but then he sees some heroes coming, as Izuku says, I could kill you, but unfortunately heroes are on the way, so just stay there and be a good little puppy. As he proceeds to knock Stain out. With that, Stain knocked done. Ida gets chewed up, and the credit goes to Endeavor, but Ida says it wasn't Endeavor who stopped Stain. It sounded like the guy that killed All Might and... Well, it sounded like the guy from the USJ. I think his name was Shadow, but he had someone else with him this time. She sounded like a girl. And she could shoot bright light. That's all he's able to see out of the corner of his eye because he was still paralyzed. He's like around like a little bitch boy. And he said to me, "Don't do anything stupid, Ida Tenya. And yes, I know who you are, and I know everyone in your class as well. My job basically lets me do this. So, don't do anything stupid in the future, because I'm going to be here to save your sorry ass. And I'm pretty sure your brother would be in terrible shame and probably didn't hire me to kill Stain. Which I'm not opposed to doing, but, you know, lucky I was here at the time. Little bitch boy." As he teleports himself and Angel away. And yeah. Sorry about the inside of my mouth, I shouldn't do that. Now, that being done, he teleports home with Angel, and Angel and him spend the night together, basically just cuddling and all that. And then, well, several months, no, I think it's, I don't know when the Black Forest training arc actually starts. Can't remember. Anyway, yeah. As that starts, Izuku gets a call from Shiraki saying it's time. He says, whatever. As one of them is about to say, "So who's coming with?" He says, "I'm going by myself." A little bit easier to keep cover that way. Not to mention, all of you have jobs to do. It's not that I don't care. It's just, right now, things are a little too out there, as it is. As they all understand. I think the only two people who don't understand are Eri and Angel, but they do get the gist of it. As he says goodbye to everyone, they say all goodbye. He gives Angel a kiss and his Eri a big hug, saying, "Alright, I won't be long. Should be an easy job anyway. Capture a few people." And, as he appears, this is when he meets Darby twice, mustard gas guy, guy that with the teeth thing. And then he also meets Toga and Mr. Compress. As he says to Shigaraki, a lot less people this time than there were the last time. Shigafaki. Mr. Handjob, Mr. Hand Fetish. I got names for you all day. Shigaraki's getting pissed as he again goes to attack Izuku. Izuku just basically goes and is about to break Shigaraki's arm, but then Awful One says, "Don't do it, Shigaraki, because he will kill you this time. He's not one playing around." And Shigaraki says, "I can easily kill this man. There's no point in keeping him alive." Awful One says, "You know he's stronger than me, right? He cut off my arm, Shigaraki. Now I want you to show this man respect, because he can easily kill you without thinking of it." I'm gonna say Darby has heard of Izuku saying his shadow, and then I'm gonna say Toga knows of him as well, because you know it's Toga. And I'm gonna say she's seen his work a few times, because she's been hiding in the shadows, and she's able to erase her presence. Izuku was able to do the same thing. Now, that being taken care of, with that, they get the go-ahead. I'm gonna say Shigaraki says, "Oh, there's supposed to be one more, but he's already there," so Izuku says, "You're not very good at keeping your people in check, are you, Shigaraki?" And Shigaraki says, "Oh, fuck off. It's not like you can do any better." As Izuku says, "You do know I run a gang, an organization, right? Assassinations. It's what we do. I've got to keep everyone in check. And I've got 4 generals." So anyway, let me say Togo pulls Izuku aside to have a little chat, saying, just to see what he's like and everything, because she's heard a lot about him, but never actually got to. She's seen him, but she doesn't see him much. What she sees is this. And she says, "What's your quirk? Is there like some kind of transformation quirk?" As Izuku says, "No." "And who are you anyway?" As Toga says, "I'm Toga," and whatever Toga's last name is, I can't remember. And I can't remember right now. And yeah, so yeah, as they talk, Darby hears and comes into the conversation as well, talking to Izuku. Darby's also asking questions, saying, "So if I burn you, would you die?" As Izuku says, "No. No, I wouldn't. Death isn't really a thing for me. It don't exist exactly." I'm getting my friends right now. So, yeah. Anyway, as Izuku basically as Kyogre opens the portal, I would say somewhat of a friendship started with Toga, Darby, and Izuku. Oh, and Twice. Twice also came into the conversation because I like Twice. I'm gonna say fuck it. The people he talked to, Dubby twice, Toga and Mr. Compress, because they're gonna come into it later. So they won't become heroes per se, but they will be joining his gang for reasons. And I'm gonna say Zuko knows of Darby's real name. Before they go in, everyone goes in and Darby is standing there saying, "Oh yeah, Darby, I know your real name is Toya Todoroki." As Darby says, "How did you..." As Zuko says, "You do know that I have a vast network, right? I'm an assassin. I kill people. That also means I gather information on certain individuals. My endeavors disappearing son. Now, I don't care, but you can always kill your father at some other point. I don't know your shit. Just don't kill children. If you kill children, I kill you." So he says, "You know we're gonna kill people in this, right?" He says, "No, our job is to create a distraction so we can extract." I'm gonna say Bakugo because his quirk. Bakugo. I'm just they're after Bakugo because of his quirk. I'm gonna say the people in 1A now are, I think I said them last time, but I don't think I did. So it's Ibara, Shinso, and Kendo. So yeah. Around this point, everything is going well, and yeah, plan is in hitch. As Izuku gets basically he gets an alert in his head of intense bloodlust. As he teleports to that location, meets Muscular, basically about to kill Koda. And Izuku basically attacks Muscular, saying, "Really? A grown-ass man killing a little kid. See, people like you really piss me off." As Muscular says, "Hey, aren't you Shadow?" "Yes." "Now die." As he basically kills Muscular in a way that it won't completely scar Koda. So, yeah. So that happens. Koda's very, very scared right now as Izuku turns into this. And says, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I don't kill kids. I've got 2 rules. Don't hurt women or kids." It's not a complete truth, but it's truly enough. Anyway, as that happens, he says, "Don't worry, I'll teleport you to the ground, close to where you can get heroes or whatever. I can't really go in because I'm not a student. I'm actually someone very dangerous in the underworld." Also, if you know Aizawa, the guy with the eraser quirk who always looks like a shit hot show, give him a little message from me saying, "You're running out of time, Shota Aizawa. You are running out of time to, well, find out my true identity. And also, tell this to Momo. So I know she's also been helping you. I'm not an idiot. As Koda says, okay, so as Izuku says, call me Shadow. Okay, Shadow. As he teleports Koda close to the main building. As his auntie's basically trying to get a hold of him, she gets a hold of Koda, saying, Koda, are you okay? Is everything? As he says, yes, mummy, a man saved me. His name was Shadow. As she hears the name, everyone knows the name Shadow, but everyone knows that he doesn't have, as far as I know, everyone thinks he doesn't have morals. But with this knowledge, they know that he does now. As she says, I'll say, where's Aizawa Sensei? I'm supposed to give him a message from Mr. Shadow. The same for Mamo Yarioji. And she says, yes, okay, so she uses telepathy to find Aizawa and Mamo. As she says, there's a message for you, from Koda, from Koda. Aizawa says, okay. As Mamo says, okay, what's the message about? She says, Koda says, I got a message from Shadow. He said you guys are running out of time to find out my true identity. It's almost that time. And Mamo, if you don't find my true identity, I'm never going to answer your question of why I was there at the time. So yeah. I'm gonna say right now, Izuku has helped Mr. Compress get Bakugo Katsuki. And get so he'll teleport back to the bar. He is about to leave. That's when Awful One basically calls Shigaraki and Kyogiri to his place. So, yeah. And at this point, everyone's just there looking at them, looking at Bakugo. I say Bakugo still doesn't know that, has never met Izuku. So, yeah. As they all get dragged to the side by Izuku saying, alright, listen here. There's only a few loose ends I want to tie up. As they say, what's the loose end? Say this Awful One guy and Shigaraki Tomura. Kyogiri I don't really give a shit about. Kyogiri's cool. As they say, why? Why do you want to kill them? As he gives an explanation saying, this Awful One guy's lived a very long time, and as far as I know, he's able to get past on his quirk. So think of that in the hands of Shigaraki, a child. Someone who's basically useless if his quirk gets taken away. So that's why I want to plan on killing Awful One when these heroes come back. As they say, okay, so why are you going to kill us? I give you a one-time deal. Come to this place tomorrow, because it's about a week before they're able to save them. Save Bakugo. So comes as he gives the address to the orphan. Basically an address to a warehouse, and he's able to he's going to teleport them from there to the basement. It says, if you come here, you are welcomed into the gang. You also meet my generals, and you will also be put in the same area. Same thing. So you'll be able to train and basically order around my other people, as well as getting information, and I'll let you do what you want, as long as you don't kill children or women. As they say, yeah, okay, but as he also says, you know you're going to get paid for this, right? It's like, you pay? It says, I'm the richest underground man alive. I'm richer than the richest person in the world. Because I've technically got all the money in the world, technically. I got it all flowing into my bank account. And no one really gives a shit. Because, as far as they know, their numbers are still the same. But I've got all the real codes. And I got all the money in the world. As I say, how much you paying? I'm gonna say he pays these he's gonna pay these people around 20 to 25 mil. And they also say, how do you pay for the other people in your group? He says, no, I pay for the info, but you're going to be the first outsiders I actually let in. So, hold on. As Izuku says, I'm an orphan. I don't have parents. And technically, I'm not supposed to exist. And who knows, you might be able to see my real face. And also, just to let you know, if you betray me, sure, I don't hurt women or children, but it takes a lot for me to do it. And I ain't afraid of doing it either. Say, yeah, okay. No worries, don't worry. Now let's cut to the next day. As they arrive, I'm gonna say everyone arrives except for Shigaraki and Gyogiri, because they weren't invited. And they don't give a shit about the others. And yeah. With that taken care of, he teleports them to the base, basically to the meeting area, and they see him in this kind of outfit. So they see Eri, Angel, Z, and Kobe standing behind him. As they say, boss, who are these? As Izuku says, these are new friends. And new people who's going to be as well as generals. He says, how come? As he says, the quirks are strong and we're also going to be paying them to keep their mouths shut. As everyone says, how much? As he says, 25 to 30 mil. To be honest, it's like nothing to us. As I say, yeah, it's true. As I'm gonna say, they have to do like a blood oath type thing. Yeah. Current ages of everyone. No. No. Season 4 is when Izuku's 16, that's right. No one. What the fuck is that now? Oh, I'll have to check that out later. So, yeah, anyway. They're being taken care of. He says, welcome to the group, as he reveals his face. As it cuts to this. He's got his horns, his white hair, his black and white eyes, and he's got his tail, and his pale white skin. Let's go. That's what you look like? This is my true form. Most of the time I just hide my horns and tail because it gives away my actual look. And at this point, this is when All Might comes in. Let's say All Might's just been staying there saying, alright, All Might, job's done, now it's part your time. Now, All Might doesn't know what Izuku's gonna do, but he says, whatever, so it's my time to come back into the limelight, huh? Izuku says, yep. And then they all start asking questions saying, how, you got All Might on your payroll? As he says, what? No. just hiding at me, because if he goes out, everyone's going to recognize him. Say, well, they're not going to recognize him in that form. As say, oh yeah, right, I completely forgot about that. Oh, I don't really give a shit. It's an interesting to have here anyway. And besides, he's been keeping everyone's spirits up. Remember, all my... You let a word out about my organization, and I will kill you for real. No hesitation. So, yeah. With that... Oh, my phone. Now, Izuku gets a call again from Shigaraki, and I'm gonna say a week's passed, and Darby's... Give me codenames for Darby, Toga, Twice, and Mr. Compress for me, please. Because they're still going to be going by their original names in the underworld, but they're going to also have codenames for when they're working with Izuku. So if they're doing jobs with him, because I'm going to say they did do jobs a few times with him, and they're getting the ropes, they've gotten a handle on everything, and he's been introduced. They've also been introduced to Izuku's gang and everything as well, so yeah. Now, a week's passed, he gets a call from Shigaraki saying, "Oi, fucking Shadow Boy, we need your help. This Bakugo kid's been real fucking annoying." As he says, "Whatever, I'm on my way. You guys coming?" As everyone says, yeah. I'm gonna say, Darby, Twice, everyone... So, Darby, Twice, Mr. Compress, and Toga are already there. So, it's Z, Deku, Angel, Cody, and Eri going there in their uniforms. Also, they've all got masks as well. So, Toga's is crimson with a bit of dark spots over it because her quirk's blood related. Twice also has a mask, so he's got his original mask, but it's a mixture of that and... Where is it? This mask, like this part down here. I'm gonna say it's the same color scheme as his suit, so it's black and grey. Darby's is a... basically like a light blue with flames on it. Mr. Compress has his original... does have his mask, but it's altered a little. It's gonna have the same thing Darby does, but it's gonna have a lot more white and a little less black on it. So, yeah. That being taken care of. Darby, Toga, Twice, and Mr. Compress are already there. They already know what's gonna happen. So this is when Izuku shows up in this outfit with the mask. And up top, this bit here. Ooh. And this black mask. As Z, Angel, Kobe, and Eri also come out. Eri's codename, I forgot to tell you, it's Clock, because her quirk's Rewind. Rewind on the clock. So, yeah, anyway. That being taken care of, they arrive. And, yeah. I wonder who... I don't even know who knocks on the door. So he gets a knock on the door saying, "Peter is here." And, yeah, anyway. So that happens, As that happens, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? All Might comes in saying, I am here. As I'm gonna say, All For One did expect this, but he didn't expect All Might to be alive, saying, because he's still on the thing saying, you said you killed him. As Izuku says, huh, just because what I said doesn't mean it matches what I did. All For One. So, yeah, that happens. The plant dude captures everyone. Bakugo is like, says, can you get me out of here now? As this is when the battle begins. I'm gonna say Izuku's also put into the battlefield, but I'm gonna say the people who got away were Darby, because they did the same thing. Izuku teleported Darby, Toga twice, Mr. Compress, Z, Angel, Kobe, and Eri away, just in case they got ever found out, and he'd rather keep them in, basically to keep their cover, them to keep them covered. So, yeah, that happens. As he gets teleported to the battlefield, as All For One says, I'm gonna kill you, All Might. And yeah, anyway, that happens. And this is when Izuku comes in and says, well, I guess it's time for me to cut out my final plan. All Might, as All Might turns around and sees Izuku, saying, it's my time. Out of the way. As All Might is quite scared, saying, okay. It gets out of the way and saying, as All For One says, you're scared of a kid? The fuck? And what's this? What are you doing, Shadow? As Izuku basically grabs All For One by the neck, says, this is a similar situation we were in, were we not? As I'm gonna say, All For One's trying to attack Izuku, but every time he does, it doesn't do anything to him because his fist goes straight through Izuku, saying, you do remember what I told you? I exist and yet I don't. As he's basically talking to All For One now. All For One asks, why is your boss betraying me? I'm the one that... And he just stops and says, what's my name, All For One? As he says, Izuku. It says, no, my other one. As he says, Shadow. And who's my boss? The devil. So, see, something so simple you guys never put together. It's this devil, Shadow, devil, the devil Shadow. He says, yeah, there is a devil, but I am him. As he basically does this in a very gory way. This is the idea from You Love My Profile Pic. As he does a very gory death, as he think Snoob Cybite from Mortal Kombat 11, as he can put shadows into someone and then Shadow comes out and killing the guy. Yeah, that's what happens with him, but instead of someone coming out, this guy comes out. This demon comes out, roaring, the way it comes out is it bursts out of All For One. And this creature is under Izuku's control and it hides in the shadow now. I'm gonna say the Chopper literally had to turn off the cameras. So, yeah, anyway. As that happens, they had to turn it off, and All Might goes up saying, you didn't have to kill him, he was beat, you could have taken him to jail. As he says, didn't you say you thought you killed him? This is a surefire way he's not going to live anymore, and that pesky ass quirk's not going to get passed on. And also, Shigaraki, if you're out there, you better start running, boy, because you're next on my list. Alright, Kirigiri, I like you, so I won't kill you, because you've done nothing wrong. You haven't pissed me off. Except for one time, but I think we've got something in common. Kirigiri. So, yeah, that happens. He's having a conversation with All Might now. As All Might says, alright, so you're gonna come and join UA? He says, fine, but it's cool if I get some of my friends in. As he says, which ones? As he says, because he hasn't told them their real names, but in this he will. He's like, if you tell anyone their real names, I will kill you. As he says, but I'm going to have to enroll them. And says, yes, but you can't have them background checked. Got it? As All Might says, yes. He says, Toga, because I'm having Toga join. Z. I think the only person who wouldn't want to go is Z, Darby, Twice, and Mr. Compressed because, well, they're a little older than teenagers. So, the people going, and Eri won't go. No, I won't have her go. Actually, no, I'm going to have them make a special case. I have a special case which Nezu will let happen because Eri's quirk. So anyway, he's gonna have Angel, Kobe, Eri, Deku, and Toga join. So I'm gonna say in the USJ 5 people dropped out. These are 5 random people. So those seats have been empty. So we're gonna have Deku, Z, Angel, Kobe, Eri, and Toga in there. People are gonna ask what Eri's real age is. She's gonna say 11. As they all say, how this is a high school. How did your 11-year-old get in? As she says, my big brother. Anyway, I'm gonna say this is the first day of going, as he lets his organization just go on the background, because his ultimate plan, right, is to have an empire, an empire of assassins, basically. Anyway, he gets in. They get in. They have to go talk to Nezu, because I'm gonna say Nezu wants to do a background check on them, but All Might said no. And Nezu will understand, because All Might's just protecting these kids' identities and himself. So as these guys come in, so they come in as transfer students. This pisses off Monoma, basically. Mum was a bitch boy. Anyway, as that happens, they are talking and everything. Oh, ow, my fucking arm. So that happens. Sorry, I'm burping right now. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, as that happens, first day they introduce themselves, and I'm gonna say he comes in like this, with his horns and tail out, as he's also talked to Toga. He's talked to everyone, saying, "Now I will be using my true form in this because technically I'm supposed to. I don't really see a point in hiding my true form anymore." As he lets it all out, everyone says, "Yeah, that's true." As Angel's basically hanging off his arm, and Aries just giving her big brother a hug. As I'm gonna say, because they don't know, I'm gonna say Toga twice, Darby, Mr. Compress. So Darby twice, Toga, and Mr. Compress ask, "So what's the deal between you guys?" As he says, "Although we're family, this is my girlfriend, and this little one hanging off me is my little sister." I'm gonna say right now they know they're orphans, as they don't question and say, guess that makes sense. As he says, "Hang on, isn't that the girl on some wanted posters for a guy named Overhaul?" As Suzuki says, "Yeah, I pissed him off. Now he's got a bounty on my head. Not as much as I'm paying you guys, but you know." As they say, "How much?" It's like 10 mil? It's not fucking anything. So they say, "Yeah, you're kind of paying us quite a lot of money." He says, "Oh, I kind of gotta." So anyway, that happens first day of school. He rocks up in this, as he introduces himself saying, "My name is Suzuki." As everyone introduces themselves. So Toga, Angel, Kobe, and Eri. I'm gonna say right now, he gives a little reference saying, "I exist and yet I don't." Because I'm gonna say time's passed and the due date's already been over. As Isaiah says, "Hold on, it's about time you fucking sorted it out." Oh my god, even All Might knew. Yeah, again, I told him what to tell you. The same as Momo. Shoto Aizawa. As he basically transforms into this, saying, "It's the villain. He's gonna..." As he says, "I'm not a villain. I'm an assassin besides. I'm doing this besides." I'm gonna say they don't need to go to high school because they're hella smart. Says, "Look, I'm just doing this to get my friends at a higher education. And the deal was, if they come, I have to come. So it doesn't matter. I can always leave my organization in the background, leaving it do its job." And say, "What is your organization?" It says, "We're assassins. We kill people. Though we have morals. We don't hurt women. We don't kill children." Literally the only two rules we got. And not a lot of other people like it. Like all the other people who run assassin jobs, because they think they're weak in something. We've had a few runs with them, but you know, they've been taken care of. As they say, "Hold on, what's your codename?" As he says, "I'm not telling you that. You don't know, you don't deserve to know." So yeah, this is where I'm gonna leave off this series. So it's gonna be 4 episodes. Next year is only complete is Wolverine, then Outside of the Mark, then the Danny Phantom. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.